Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your Asian Sensation here with a kind of a surprise. I got into the Defiance beta weekend. It's been a busy weekend. I also got into Neverwinter as well. But this game kind of caught me by surprise. This is Defiance, coming out April 2nd by Tryon Worlds, the same guys that brought you Rift. And it's kind of awesome. This game blew me away. I had so much fun playing. I spent countless hours throughout the night and saw the sun rise. It was ridiculous how long I played this game over the weekend. So, first off, what is Defiance? Defiance is a sci-fi MMO shooter, and I was really excited to hear about that because I thought that the MMO space kind of lacked in the science fiction department. So, and the fact that it's a shooter, so everything's aimed and skill-based is really awesome. It's also for consoles, so that was one of the big selling points. It's an MMO that's awesome on consoles as well, because we know MMOs on consoles haven't been really doing that well, save for DC Universe Online. But Defiance is really awesome. It corresponds with a show called Defiance that premieres April 15th, Monday, on Sci-Fi. So the idea is that you watch the show, you play the game, they correspond with each other. It's sort of one of their selling points to the thing, and overall I think the show's going to be really cool. It sort of has that Battlestar Galactica feel, or Stargate SG-1, so classic shows that were really awesome. So this is going to definitely go up there. It's going to be really cool too. Overall, the story of Defiance, basically there was a Defiance war with this Ark technology, I think, that terraformed planets. I'm not entirely sure on this, but you learn more as you progress through the game. And you play an Ark Hunter. And an Ark Hunter goes around taking all this technology from this, I think, essentially alien technology, and makes cash out of it and stuff like that. So your boss in the game, as the Ark Hunter, wants to acquire this Ark core to essentially undo everything and try and change the world and terraform the planet for good. That's, I think, the general overall thing. You get into the deeper conspiracies and stuff like that as you play the game, which is really cool.
Do you see this? With this Ark core and the rest of the technology that I'll find in the Bay Area, I will repair this world. And be its hero, of course.
You're in a restricted area. Get to your seat.
If anything happens to my gear, I'll send the bill to your superiors.
What an asshole.
So, the gameplay, so story side, the gameplay is really, really, really fun. It's a lot of fun. It's an over-the-shoulder, third-person shooter. The guns feel solid. There's a whole bunch of many different guns. There's missile launchers, SMGs, assault rifles, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, a whole bunch of different stuff. You get your own vehicle in the game that you can drive around. That's your sort of essentially your mount to fast travel throughout the game. The shooting is spot on. It's not sort of, turn-based shooting or anything like that. It's actual third-person shooting. It's really cool. One of their main selling points was sort of these arc falls, which are random events sort of similar to rifts in Rift, where these meteors would crash down on Earth, and then all this sort of aliens would spew out of it, and you have to go with sometimes maybe 50 to 100 people to try and take down these alien bosses, and then finally a big boss at the end, which is really cool, and it gives you all sorts of rewards. That's probably the most fun I've had, was trying to take down the arc falls with a whole bunch of people.
Skitterling's bites are exposing weak spots in the crystal. symbiote just detached from the body. Kill it before it retreats.
What I could compare this game to, if you're looking to sort of a comparison, is nowadays I think Borderlands and Borderlands 2. If you took Borderlands 2 and expanded it and had an open world for everyone, and you can go anywhere at any time with a whole bunch of side missions and story missions and stuff like that, that's pretty much what Defiance kind of boils down to. And sort of the wasteland RPG style of Fallout. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the aesthetic, the look of the game. It's sort of wasteland. It doesn't really look like, to be surprised, I think the game is set in San Francisco, and it doesn't really look like that at all. There's all sorts of alien trees and everything like that. There's monsters, super mutants, raiders, and I think later on down the road you fight these giant sort of robotic type enemies, which is really cool. So yeah, this is Defiance. I've had so much fun with this game. It's my final impressions, I think, is I'm definitely gonna pick it up because I was a little bit skeptical at first. I didn't know if I would actually enjoy it that much. It looked, from the stuff that I saw, it didn't really blow me away until I actually played it, and it was so much fun going around doing all these missions and side missions and shooting everything. It was really cool in the sci-fi space, and I think this game is definitely one to look out for. So this has been your Asian Sensation here, bringing you Defiance. The game comes out April 2nd, the show comes out April 15th. I've had a lot of fun with it, so if you're a little bit iffy, maybe you want to wait a week to see if Defiance is out, or maybe this gameplay has helped you sort of decide what's going on. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. If you liked the video, please give me a rating, and I'll see you all later.